Okay, here we go. And ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the year again. It's trade season, and we're starting off in the hottest way possible. Shohei Ohtani is in the rumor mill. The Angels have not been playing well lately. Mike Trout is on the IL. He's going to be out for a little while. Combine those two things, and you have a recipe for a Shohei Ohtani trade. Will Artie Moreno trade Shohei Ohtani? I don't know, man. He obviously wants to keep him around long term, so that is the one reason I could absolutely see the Angels keeping him, because they want to give themselves the best chance to re-sign him in the offseason. But I mean, when you see how the Angels are playing, and Trout is out, it makes a lot of sense to get back as much value as you can. He will be the most expensive rental of all time. And in the news, the Yankees are the most motivated, according to Buster Olney. Now, take this with a grain of salt. Buster Olney, I remember back in 2005, there was a Manny Ramirez trade rumors. Every day, Buster Olney came on to ESPN. Manny Ramirez is getting traded. Manny Ramirez is going to Baltimore. Every day, he said something. He said it was pretty much guaranteed that Manny was going to get traded, and he ended up staying in Boston, helping them win a World Series in 2007. So, Buster Olney, grain of salt. He says he's got sources. I don't know, but could the Yankees actually trade for Ohtani? Well, never say never. I mean, who knows if Ohtani would even want to sign there in the offseason. It seems that the West Coast is more of his preference, but who knows? Maybe he could want to be a Yankee long term. With Ohtani, he will be the most expensive rental of all time. So, when it comes to the Yankees, the one thing with the Yankees that they have had a habit of doing is when they make trades, they want to trade for guys that are under control. Go back to the Joey Gallo trade. Remember, he had an extra year of control. Remember Frankie Montas last year. That's been a complete bust, but he had another year of control. If you go back to the Josh Donaldson trade, remember he had the option, and so they had him under control as well as IKF. So the Yankees, they like to get guys that are under contract control. Now, Anthony Rizzo was a bit of an exception. He was a guy that you knew you could re-sign because they needed someone at first base. So, yeah, he was a rental, but there was a good chance he was going to go back, and he ended up going back. So, but for the most part, the Yankees, they like to get guys that are under contract control. Shohei Ohtani is obviously a free agent after this year, but could there be an exception, obviously, for the greatest player on the planet right now in Shohei Ohtani? Never say never. The Yankees offense has been scuffling. It seems like they could use something else in that rotation. If they really wanted to go for it this year, could Ohtani be that piece that really gets them back on track? They hired Sean Casey to take over the offense. Let's see if the mayor can get them on track, and then Aaron Judge will be back eventually. Ohtani and Judge in that lineup, that would just be a stupid 1-2 punch. But the Yankees could get a deal done if they wanted to. So, baseballtradevalues.com, the best baseball trade simulator on the market. I don't care what the haters say. Haters are going to hate. But BTV, a very good tool to evaluate trades. So, one that I have put together here. Now, it looks like it's a little apart, but when you go to validate the trade, it comes up as a moderate overpay. And with Ohtani, remember, you have the median values, which are the ones that you see right here, but there's always a range when it comes to values. So with Ohtani, you could go, as of right now, you could go as low as right around 46 million. You can go as high as right around 70 million. So the median is at 57.3 at the moment. So in this trade, I have 4 Yankee prospects that don't include Jason Dominguez. So if we go take a look at some of these guys, I got Austin Wells in here. I got Everson Pereira. I also got Drew Thorpe in here, as well as Roderick Arias. So could the Angels maybe find this enticing? Possibly. Who knows what the market is going to be like for Ohtani. I think that could be a big deal too. Sure, a lot of teams would like Ohtani, but do a lot of teams really want to give up prospects for half a season of Ohtani? I could see the Yankees being motivated. It's not really their style, but if you were ever to make an exception, Ohtani could be that exception, but also the thing holding that back is he's going to be really expensive. And the Yankees, they seem like they always want to hang on to their prospects, so it doesn't seem like it's really their style to do something like this, but who knows? It is the Yankees at the end of the day, and obviously that would be a business move. Obviously, with the Yankees, one of the richest franchises in sports, this would absolutely sell tickets. And who knows? Maybe the Yankees also think it could give them a chance to maybe get into the Ohtani sweepstakes. I mean, they're going to be in the sweepstakes anyway, but maybe they feel like, hey, bring this guy in for a couple of months. We can give up some prospects that maybe, who knows how they feel about these prospects. Austin Wells, he was good last year, but he hasn't really improved this year in the minor leagues. So maybe the Yankees feel like, and they haven't brought him up, so that kind of makes me also think that too. So maybe the Yankees feel like it could be worth parting ways with some of these guys. Maybe. I'm not sure what the Yankees are thinking. I don't see them wanting to give up Jason Dominguez. I just feel like they're going to hang on to this guy for all of eternity. I just don't see them getting rid of Dominguez, especially for a rental. Maybe Austin Wells could be an exception. Maybe someone like Spencer Jones possibly. But, again, it's not really the Yankees style. But maybe this could be different. So we'll have to wait and see. If I were to be a betting man right now, I would lean more towards no. I would be more pessimistic about something like this getting done just because of what the Yankees have done in the past. They like to trade for guys that are more under control, and they like hanging on to their prospects for the most part. They have dealt prospects, but I don't know. But when they trade prospects, it's more for guys that they're going to have for the next year. So I don't know. I would say I'm more pessimistic about this getting done. But a team that I think has an absolute chance to sign him in the offseason are the LA Dodgers. And in the rumors today, the Dodgers are seen as the front runners to sign Ohtani. So that is in the news. I'm not surprised about that at all. They obviously got the money. And if you realize, if you remember, coming into this year, they got under the payroll, they got under the CBT. So, it seemed like they weren't really going all out this past offseason. So it kind of seems to me like they're getting ready for the Ohtani sweepstakes. They probably felt, hey, we got a good enough team already this year to try and compete. We don't need to go out there and spend money. Let's save it for Ohtani in the next offseason. And actually, on NESN today, there was an interesting little tidbit here. Ohtani was actually very impressed with Mookie Betts at the All-Star game. He says here, not just today, but watching guys overall, I feel like Mookie Betts really impresses me, he said through a translator. He's so versatile. He can play the outfield, play the middle infield. I think he's very, very talented. Well, it already sounds like Ohtani is liking the Dodgers, but let me know what you think down below in the comments. Do you think the Yankees actually have a shot at trading for Ohtani? If Ohtani were to get traded, where do you think is the most likely landing spot for him? Let me know. And also, let me know what trades you come up with on baseballtradevalues.com. But that's all I have for right now, everyone. If you can, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. But I'll talk to you next time.